Right at this very moment, whether you feel it or not, God is actively working behind the scenes, carefully and lovingly unfolding a beautiful, purposeful plan designed uniquely and specifically for you. You might look at your life today and think, things seem random, chaotic, even painful. Maybe you're going through struggles, challenges, or setbacks. Perhaps you're uncertain about what tomorrow will bring, or maybe you're questioning whether God even sees you at all. But I'm here today to reassure you that nothing happening in your life right now is random. Nothing is by accident or chance. Every detail, every encounter, every moment has been intentionally placed by God to lead you exactly where He wants you to go, even if the path isn't clear. Even if you don't understand the reason right now, trust completely that God's wisdom is infinitely greater than yours, and He sees perfectly what you cannot yet see. God's plan for your life doesn't always unfold in the way you expect it. Often doesn't follow your timetable or your vision. Instead, His plan unfolds gradually, mysteriously, patiently, gently guiding you through seasons of waiting, growing, learning, healing, and transforming. But each season, no matter how confusing or painful, holds tremendous purpose and beauty. When viewed through the lens of faith, consider for a moment the story of Moses in Exodus. Moses was raised as an Egyptian prince in Pharaoh's palace, but then unexpectedly found himself exiled, living as a humble shepherd in the desert. Surely Moses wondered at times what was happening, why God had allowed him to lose everything he knew. Yet God was carefully unfolding a far greater plan, one that Moses couldn't yet see through each difficult moment, every day spent. Wandering in the wilderness, God was preparing Moses, shaping his heart, refining his character, building within him strength, patience, humility, and deep trust in God's timing. Finally, when the time was perfect, God revealed His purpose, calling Moses from a burning bush to lead the Israelites out of slavery into freedom. Every seemingly random moment, every struggle Moses endured in the wilderness had actually been part of God's deliberate, purposeful preparation for His life's greatest calling. Today, your life may feel like Moses' wilderness. You might wonder why you're facing struggles, heartbreaks, setbacks, or waiting periods. You may question why your prayers seem unanswered, but trust deeply and completely that God's silence is not His absence. His delays are not denials. Every waiting moment is God lovingly preparing you to handle greater blessings, greater responsibility, greater joy and fulfillment that lie ahead. God's plan for you is unfolding perfectly. Even when you can't see it clearly, His vision for your life stretches beyond your immediate understanding. It reaches far beyond the worries, struggles, and challenges you face today. Remember Isaiah 55:8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways. My ways, declares the Lord, as the heavens are higher than the earth. So are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You see, God sees your story from beginning to end. He sees not just the chapter you're in, but the entire book. He knows precisely how to guide you through each challenge, each detour, each setback. He knows how to transform your pain into purpose, your trials into triumph, and your fears into strength. He is unfolding a breathtakingly beautiful story in your life, even if the current chapter feels confusing, difficult, or painful. When you choose to trust God's unfolding plan, peace replaces worry, faith replaces doubt, and hope shines brightly. Even in your darkest moments, when you stop resisting the journey, stop fighting against His timing, stop trying to control every outcome, you begin to experience profound freedom, joy, peace, and fulfillment. You start to see clearly that God never wastes a moment of your life. Everything you experience, every person you meet, every trial you endure is preparing you for a glorious future that God has lovingly prepared specifically for you. Sometimes you'll feel like Joseph in the book of Genesis, sold into slavery, falsely accused, unfairly imprisoned. You'll wonder if God has forgotten you. But remember, God had a powerful plan for Joseph. Every painful setback was just another stepping stone, leading him closer to the remarkable purpose God had prepared for him. Joseph couldn't see the end result when he was suffering, but he chose to trust God anyway. And in the end, God elevated him and blessed him beyond imagination, placing him in a position of incredible power, influence, and fulfillment. Right now, your story may feel like Joseph's. You might be experiencing unfairness, betrayal, setbacks, heartbreak, financial struggles, or disappointment. But hold on tightly to faith and believe that God is carefully and intentionally guiding you through each difficult chapter into a season of great blessing, great purpose, great joy. God's unfolding plan often requires patience, patience to wait, patience to trust, patience to believe even when the outcome isn't clear. Patience is not simply waiting. Patience is trusting actively, believing confidently, knowing that God's timing is perfect, that He knows exactly what He's doing, even when it seems confusing or frustrating to you today. Remember this comforting truth: your life is in God's hands. You're not alone. You're never forgotten. You're never overlooked. Every detail of your life is personally and passionately watched over by the Creator of the universe. He knows your fears. He hears your prayers. He sees your tears. He understands your heart's deepest desires, and He promises faithfully that He is working out everything for your ultimate good. Romans 8:28 powerfully reminds you that all things work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. Not some things, not most things, but all things. The struggles you face today, the tears you've cried, the disappointments and setbacks, every single moment is being beautifully woven into God's perfect, purposeful tapestry for your life. Trusting God's unfolding plan doesn't mean you'll understand every step. It doesn't mean you'll never experience pain or difficulty, but it does mean you'll always have the comforting, reassuring knowledge that nothing is random, everything is purposeful, everything has meaning, everything is ultimately working together for your greatest good. Today, take a deep breath and whisper quietly to your heart, God, I trust your plan. God, I trust your timing. God, I trust your wisdom. When you truly believe these words, your worries fade, your fears vanish, your burdens lighten, your heart becomes calm, peaceful, joyful, because you're no longer fighting to control everything. You're simply resting, trusting, and allowing God to lead you. No matter what you're facing today, remember clearly that God's perfect plan is steadily unfolding in your life. Embrace the journey, embrace each season, each chapter, each moment, knowing with absolute confidence that you are safely, securely, lovingly guided by the hands of the one who created you, who loves you, who promises never ever to leave you or abandon you. Trust deeply that right now, exactly where you are, you're perfectly positioned, exactly where God needs you to be. Don't rush the process. Don't resist the journey. Simply rest in the comforting truth that your life is unfolding perfectly, beautifully, purposefully, exactly according to God's incredible plan. So today, friend, keep trusting, keep believing, keep walking forward, even when the way seems unclear, because your loving Heavenly Father is personally, carefully, intentionally unfolding His perfect plan for your life. And trust me, it is far more beautiful, far more amazing, far more fulfilling than anything you could ever imagine.